Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Daily Motion. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Thursday, January 22nd, 2015, around 7:09 in the morning in Berwick, Massachusetts. Sunny out right now, going to be in the mid-30s, high temperatures. Tomorrow, same thing as well. Saturday, it could be interesting. We could have some rain, snow, sleet, wind, depends on the track of a potential nor'easter. Some news to report. The Boston Bruins lost to the Colorado Avalanche by a score of 3-2 in a shootout. The whole NHL is off for the next several days because of the All-Star game, which will be held in Columbus, Ohio. And Lowell Gallico Terminal parking lot will be open for business on February 1st, 2 months ahead of schedule. They had to close it down last year just to make renovations to it, and that's about it on that. My first video subject of the day is about the review of the 1998 Royal Rumble pay-per-view from San Jose, California. This pay-per-view was headlined by The Undertaker facing off against Shawn Michaels for the World Wrestling Entertainment Championship in a casket match, and also it had the 1998 Royal Rumble matchup, which Stone Cold won, and also other good matches. Calling the action was Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, and no dark matches at this pay-per-view at San Jose, California's SAP Center. And here is the card. The first match was the man they called Vader facing off against the artist formerly known as Goldust, with Luna Vachon in his corner. This feud started in the Survivor Series 1997 when Goldust walked out of Vader in an elimination match. And then a few weeks later on Raw, they were supposed to have a match called Vader versus Goldust, but Goldust was hurt and injured, and then he hit something with Vader on the head like a weapon, and then a few weeks later, Goldust comes down in a wheelchair, and he says he's hurt, and he brings a nurse, and Vader doesn't buy it, but then the nurse attacks Vader, and it was revealed to Luna Vachon. And then around this time, they changed Goldust's name to the artist formerly known as Goldust. I think they did that because just to play off of Prince, who was a very big pop star at the time, but he went by the name the artist formerly known as Prince. And this match was a pretty good match, a very good solid opener, 7-match back and forth. Vader won with the Vader bomb on the artist formerly known as Goldust, and Luna tried to interfere, but she hung on to Vader, and she took part of the Vader bomb as well, which was pretty good. That was a great bump. The next match was for a midget 6-man tag team match with Match Mini, Mosaka, and Nova facing off against Battleton, El Torrento, and Tarantula, and the special guest referee was Sunny, who was one of the biggest divas in the WWE history. And this match was just a fun 10 minutes. It was just to kill off time and stuff like that. Max Mini's teams won, which was pretty good. The next match was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. It was Rocky Maivia, who was part of the Nation of Domination, facing off against Ken Shamrock, and this was a very back and forth match. There was some interference by the Nation of Domination. They gave Rocky Maivia brass knuckles, and he used them, and then he put it in Ken Shamrock's trunks and stuff like that. But then Ken Shamrock got up and he beat The Rock with beating him up 1, 2, 3. But then The Rock says to the referee, Ken Shamrock used an illegal weapon. It's in his trunks, even though he didn't. And then the referee sees it, and then he reverses his decision. So The Rock retains the Intercontinental Championship by disqualification. And then Ken Shamrock goes crazy, and he gives the ankle lock submission to the referee. Very, very fun match and stuff like that. Rock was really good as a heel around this time. And also, I loved when Ken Shamrock snaps. That was part of his character when he got mad and stuff. He would always snap at the referees and the officials. The next match was for the WWE Tag Team Championships. It was the current champions at the time, the New Age Outlaws, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, which they were continuing a feud with the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. This feud started in November, where the New Age Outlaws beat the LOD for the WWE Tag Team Championships, and this was dominating the feud. New Age Outlaws and stuff, they actually shaved Hawk's mohawk off and stuff like that, and this was real good. It was more heat, and the match began with the New Age Outlaws coming in wearing like Green Bay Packers jerseys, because San Jose is part of the San Francisco area, and it was a week before that the 49ers lost to the Packers in the NFC Championship game, and they got booed out of the building, and the Road Warriors were attacking New Age Outlaws. This was a big match, like back and forth. The Outlaws like handcuff Hawk to the ring post, and they continue to beat up on Animal and stuff like that, wherever we go for the bell and stuff. And it was just the Road Warriors won, but they didn't win the titles because the title cannot change hands and count out on a disqualification. And then Hawk breaks free, and then it tries to attack Billy and the Road Dogg Jesse James. This was kind of like a garbage match and stuff like that. They were phasing out the Road Warriors at this time, and then they were making the New Age Outlaws kind of the dominant tag team in the WWE as well, which was pretty good. And I love the New Age Outlaws. They're one of the best tag teams of all time in the WWE, and they had so much charisma and stuff. And I would love to say, oh, you didn't know? You asked better call somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly presents down to you the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. And if you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you: suck it! Love those mic work of the New Age Outlaws. They should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. They're rumored to be in this year, but we'll wait and see. And the next match was for the WWE Royal Rumble matchup 1998. It did not main event this card, which I thought it was okay. It didn't have, sometimes the Royal Rumbles don't need to main event the actual Royal Rumble pay-per-view card. And before the match, there was speculation that Stone Cold Steve Austin was attacked by the Bariquas and other people. And also a special guest was watching the Royal Rumble from a luxury box at SAP Center in San Jose, California. Former boxing champion Mike Tyson. He was in a luxury box with Vince McMahon and his son Shane. And this Royal Rumble had participants come in at every 90 seconds. The first 2 were Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack. And then they had Tom Brady come in. And then they had The Rock and a few other wrestlers. Chainsaw Charlie eliminates Cactus Jack, and a couple of numbers later, then Mankind comes in and then eliminates Terry Funk. Eventually Terry Funk gets eliminated, and they have like Cactus Jack come in as well. And they also had Owen Hart, Jeff Jarrett, the Nation of Domination. They had a couple of members of DOA and Savio Vega and the Honky Tonk Man and Goldust and stuff like that. And then when they had one of the numbers come in, they thought it was Stone Cold Steve Austin, and the announcer was circulating, oh, he's hurt, he's not coming in. But then when they had Austin's music come in, he comes in and he beats up on everybody and stuff like that. The wrestler who did not come in was Skull of the DOA, who was injured, and he couldn't make the show, so he wasn't in the Royal Rumble match. And this Royal Rumble match was pretty awesome and stuff. They had Savio Vega come in with the Los Barricos, and who tried to attack Stone Cold Steve Austin. The ending of this match was when Stone Cold eliminated The Rock, who was in in the Royal Rumble match for over 45 minutes and stuff, and it was pretty good. I liked this Royal Rumble a lot. It was very good. Stone Cold Steve Austin should have won this Royal Rumble, which was the right thing to do. I loved when Mick Foley played Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love. That was a treat in this Royal Rumble and stuff. And this was a great Royal Rumble and stuff. And Mike Tyson's enthusiasm when Stone Cold won was pretty good. And then the main event was for the WWE Championship match. It was The Undertaker facing off against current champion Shawn Michaels with Chyna and Triple H in a casket match for the title. And this was a great casket match to build up to this feud with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, they had some great matches in the WWE in 1997 at In Your House. They had a Hell in a Cell match and stuff like that, and this build-up was pretty good. During this was a great casket match. One of the spots that Shawn Michaels did on the casket, it hurt his back, which eventually he had to be out of action for over 4 years, and he had to miss time for it, so that's how he got hurt with the back, because he took a bad bump. The ending of this match was kind of screwy. The Undertaker put Shawn Michaels in the casket, but the Los Barricos and the New Age Outlaws tried to attack the Undertaker, but then the Undertaker's brother Kane comes in and helps out, and they thought they were back together, but out of nowhere Kane attacks the Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels gets out of the casket, and Kane throws the Undertaker in the casket. They lock it. Shawn Michaels retains the WWE Championship, and then Kane is with Paul Bearer, and then at the ending they put gasoline on the casket, and they put a match, and the casket was on fire. The Undertaker was in the casket, and they was trying to say they're burning the Undertaker alive, but the Undertaker really wasn't in the casket, but there was a trap door that the Undertaker snuck in to go under the ring. And this was to be built up for Kane versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 14. This pay-per-view was pretty solid. The casket match was a classic, even though the ending was a little bit screwy. Stone Cold Steve Austin winning the Royal Rumble was pretty good. A solid match from Vader against Goldust, and the Intercontinental title match between The Rock and Ken Shamrock, and even the midget match was pretty good. The only match this card I really didn't like was the New Age Outlaws against the Road Warriors / Legion of Doom, because the Road Warriors was being phased out, and the Outlaws were just becoming the dominant team in the WWE. So this Royal Rumble was pretty good. Tomorrow I'm going to review the 1999 Royal Rumble from Anaheim, California, which they had an awesome I Quit match between The Rock and Mankind, and a very surprise winner of the Royal Rumble, which I'm not going to spoil, but you know who it is. And I'll be back later on today with my review on Sports Nation on ESPN. There'll be a lot of Michelle Beadle talk, and my personality profile, Alice Brooks, former Major League Baseball player. And coming soon to these video blogs, everybody's going to be happy when I have video blogs of Julie Broughton and Heidi Lee Pratt. See you later, Facebook friends, YouTube followers, Daily Motion followers, and Twitter followers. Bye.